What's up, Rad Lads? Welcome to Radioactive Review, your radioactive review for shows, movies, and video games. I'm your host, who's arguably the most, Adrian Aye, and today we're covering the banana-flavored adrenaline rush that is My Motherfucking Friend Pedro. What? No, I know I'm not supposed to curse the first, minute or, at all. I know, nobody's watching yet, I think I got time before I have to, really censor it down. Hold your horses. As I was saying, we're covering My Friend Pedro, the all-new shoot-'em-up game developed by Dead Toast Entertainment and published by Devolver Digital. So grab your Glocks, grab your clips, and grab your bananas, because we're going on a ride. The wall-jumping, bullet-bouncing shoot-'em-up known as MFP has been on my radar since it was announced at E3 in 2018. With all the dope Let's Plays from last year, you'd think the game was actually coming out soon. But even back then, they were projecting the game wouldn't come out until early 2019. Well, they kind of missed the mark on that one too, because we didn't hear about the game again until March 2019. We got a rough release date of June 2019, and guess what? That's right, it's June 2019, and the game has finally been released. Now the game's been released. When I tried to purchase the game on its release date, it actually gave me a couple issues, at least on the Nintendo Switch side. For those on Steam, I'm not sure if they had the same issues, but the game didn't exactly come out on time, which is okay. Honestly, Dead Toast Entertainment, you built a great game. I really love this game. The game itself is actually based on an Adobe Flash game with a similar name, MFP, My Friend Pedro, and was released by Adult Swim back in 2014. Once I did finally get access to the game, I was hooked. It was hard to get me away, and that's saying something. With a full-time job and everything going on in my life, I have almost zero time for games these days. But obviously, I will be bringing you more game reviews, hopefully in the near future. We'll see. I haven't started a Patreon or anything cool like that, but yeah, give me some time. The game has you feeling like you're flying through a movie. It's insane. It's a ballistic roller coaster all the way through. I felt like Neo for a second. It was pretty cool. I was in the Matrix. I was definitely feeling the Matrix when I was playing this game. And will continue making references to the Matrix because of all the similarities that I draw between that game and that movie. While you're playing the game, it's hard not to feel like a total badass. The game's really intuitive and has a way of setting you up for some really sweet kills throughout the game. Even with a map and enemies laid out for you in every level, it's up to you to make those badass kills happen. It's almost like creating your own action movie. Once you get familiar with the levels, you start setting up some sweet ideas for kills and how to take down enemies without getting hit or without getting killed at all. There's a pretty nice selection of guns in the game, though I'll admit I'm hoping that future patches or DLCs for the game will open up that inventory of guns. It's got a nice indie feel to it, and an insanely good OST that has me reminiscing of one of my all-time favorite games, Hotline Miami, which coincidentally was also published by Devolver Digital. And it definitely looks like Devolver made the right choice on it, as this game has become its biggest release for the Nintendo Switch yet. I bought it, so it's you assume other cooler people have already made the purchase. Before we dive deeper into the gameplay, I do want to mention that this game does have a story, but it's kind of a weird one, and it really seems more like an inside joke between the director and developer of the game, Victor Argan, and himself. There are some weird jokes in there that I did not get or didn't stick their landing, but you know what, it's fine, dude. You made a really impressive game. You do not need to explain yourself. What you really need to know is that you're an unnamed assassin and your best friend is a banana. I'm not joking. The banana is a sentient being named Pedro, and he's basically like your potassium-based Morpheus, who's teaching you the basics of gun fu and bullet time to make yourself look like a badass throughout this game. He's kind of weird, and he's definitely going to make you question some stuff about the game, especially on the later levels.
So, for today's recipe, you'll first need a well-sharpened knife.
The later levels definitely get a little weird. So frankly speaking, the game wasn't as cohesive and easy to follow as I was originally hoping for, and by the end it definitely gets pretty trippy. But you know what? It's such a fun ride. It makes up for everything the story lacked. In the game, you're going to be flipping through a couple of different guns. Let me take a look. Oh my. My Switch is dead. I'm gonna have to look this up on the internet. Let's call it like 8 guns. I don't know. There's a handgun, 2 handguns, a submachine gun, 2 submachine guns, a shotgun, an assault rifle, and a sniper. It's like 7, but I feel like there's 8 for some reason. 7 or 8, whatever. It's fine. You're gonna flip through those weapons a lot through the game. Every weapon has its own purpose, and frankly, you're gonna be glad you have them all. There is bullets in this game that you're gonna go through pretty fast when you're using anything but a handgun. When dual wielding 2 weapons, you're actually given the ability to aim in 2 directions, so you can take out multiple enemies at the same time. You can only carry 1 shotgun, AR, and snipe, so count those out. I was hoping for a couple more projectiles in terms of like maybe throwing knives, grenades, where the nades at, like you get some with the AR, but it would have been super dope to be able to just, throw stars, just projectiles, my mom's underwear, whatever, I definitely think the game is worth it as it is, but would really stand to get some more replay time and replay value out of it if there were a couple more things added. Finally, you'll also have the ability to do some dodging, which I guess by doing a quick ballet twirl, you can dodge some bullets. I mean, I never knew that. I would have loved to try some people, knowing that I could just twirl around and dodge bullets. But there's a lot of other quirky things in the game that totally makes it a fun, if not comedic experience. You can kick flip through a window and shoot every single enemies and still land on your kickboard looking super fly, but almost completely impossible. And if you can do this in real life, please call me now. I can't even afford to hire you, but we'll work something out and you will be my action star for, everything. So you got about 40 levels to work with, which is pretty nice, but it's really quick. If you're blasting through this game and you've got those quick response times, you might finish this game in like 5 to 7 hours, which is, for some people, way too short. For me, it was a nice pick-me-up game, something I'm definitely going to want to come back to, but really wish it just had some more stuff to look forward to. At this time, or at least at the time of this recording, there just isn't that much replay value in it, unless you just, you're in it for the top score, which it does have a nice leaderboard aspect to it. It has a nice leaderboard feature, which lets you see the competition worldwide. DTE, if you're listening, if you're watching this, if you're gracing me with your viewership, thank you. But also, if we could just get a couple more things, it would just be awesome. Let me do it in a different color. I don't know. Let me do it in a banana suit. There we go. Here we go. I just came up with a fantastic DLC idea. Banana suit. I want to go through the whole level being a banana. That would literally have me play the whole game all over again. I would be Pedro. So with all that said and done, if you're looking for a little less story and a little more gory, My Friend Pedro is the game for you. Get it. Seriously, you will play this game and you will feel like a badass after maybe 10 minutes of really getting to know the mechanics of the game. I'm personally giving this game 4 bananas out of 5. So thanks for watching the video. Before I go, if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. We could really use a couple more subscribers. It does a lot for me in terms of the YouTube algorithm to just get noticed. If you are a friend watching this video, thank you so much. I'm just getting started, and yeah, I am nervous with every video that I make that people are gonna clown on me, but hey, you know what, I am a clown. You can also do me a huge favor by following me on Twitter, Instagram, all that social media, yada yada yada, because again, I'm just trying to do my thing out here on this YouTube space and make my name, make my little hole somewhere. Be like, yo, my name's Adrian Aye. My name's Adrian Aye. Now, if you'll excuse me, this guy's been demanding that I go take care of something for him. I don't know. Hold on a sec. Hello? Yeah, I know. I'm on my way. I'm going. Later. Peace.